Today we're gonna talk about some Reddit things, and I might not be shouting around like a fucking dumbass just because it is already 10 p.m. and there's people that are sleeping and I don't want to disturb them, so I'm just gonna try to not be as loud as I can be, but to be understandable without just being way too loud once again. We're gonna go through some Reddit things just because I don't want to go through the summary. I don't really feel like it. I'm very fucked today in terms of I have so low energy and I've still tried to work out. My workout was just one of the shittiest workouts I've had in my whole entire life, just because there was no force that I was able to produce. No force, nothing at all. And which doesn't really feel that good, but it is a difficult topic in general. Like the whole workout thing for me and my focus on it at the time, and I don't know, maybe there might be a separate episode tomorrow or whenever I find the time and or the energy and or whatnot. But today we're gonna just go through some, probably that sensical things, and this episode's probably not gonna be that long, maybe 12 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We're gonna see, just because I do also want to rest a bit afterwards, and I still have to meditate, which is something that I forget about quite frequently at the time, which is not good. Anyway, man, I don't know what to do anymore. Well, it's okay to be wrong, and it is how you handle being wrong. You will be wrong sometimes. The key is to not stay wrong. An unacknowledgeable error is an error, an acknowledged error is an education. Unacknowledgeable. Oh, I'm sorry. Not... Today is a tough day. I really gotta have to say that. You will be wrong sometimes. The key is to not stay wrong. An unacknowledged error is an error. An unacknowledged error is an education. An acknowledged error. Well, anyway, you know what I just want to go for. I was about to drop $900 on a PS5 plus 4K TV. I'm buying gym equipment plus new wardrobe instead. I do like the gym equipment things, even though I do always wonder whether it is better to just actually go to a gym in terms of a cost effectiveness ratio thingy thing, because I don't know, and I'm very sorry for just it being so dirty in the background and just not that pleasant, but I do think that I don't know, I mean, gym equipment is very expensive, and if you do really want to ditch the gym, just an outside gym and build one for yourself, then there is a lot of money that flows into that, and there is a lot of money that goes into that. And I do think it is worth it, though. I do think that it is a good thing and it is a nice thing, especially at these times where, going to the gym is associated to some sort of risk. And I don't know what it's going to be like in the next few days, in the next few weeks. Numbers are going up, which is something that I'm not very happy about, but I kind of expected it to some degree. And I am actually not very surprised, based on the way people are behaving and just, regarding several different things. Anyway, I do think it is a good idea, but on the other hand, I also want to say that probably going to the gym might be even less expensive, but it just totally depends on what you're spending your money on and what equipment it is. I really hate how commercialized self-improvement has become. YouTube is full with fake gurus. Almost the entire community is just marketing and sales pitching now. Everyone just focuses on watch time, so you have long hour sales pitch with zero value. Everything is locked behind a paywall, which is something that I also don't like. Just a side note by myself. The whole paywall thing is unfortunately not always the case, and I do want to say that I can understand when there is a paywall. When we think about Patreon and what it is basically also making possible for those creators, it is an amazing thing. And I don't know, like, of course, if you want to have this great premium content, then okay, when you have to pay for it, then just pay for it if you really want to have it. And if you don't want to have it, then just don't pay for it, because you don't have to, but you can. And I don't know how expensive these people are making it. I don't necessarily think that it is that expensive, but I But I don't know, like I do have to say that I can understand it, and I don't know, like, well, you know, in the end it is what it is. You know, you can be unhappy about it. You can be very just angry about it, indeed, that people are not giving away all their wisdom for free. But yeah, you know, you could also be like, well, you know, I understand it and I get it, and well, so I'm gonna search for some other options, and I'm gonna search for other information, and or the same information but in another place, because maybe all of which these people are talking about might be just available somewhere on the internet, because most often it is a thing that people really combine things and compress things into just easily digestible pieces and, you know, pieces of content. But you can indeed find all the information somewhere on the web. Of course, there is some work associated to that, and it is going to be some work, but you're able to do so. As it actually is with Seth Godin. He himself said that whatever is in just, I think it was about This Is Marketing, I do think that he would have been able to find an interview, a blog post, or whatever, where he is talking about the exact same thing and saying the exact same thing. So yeah. Today I learned of Tadano Miki, designer of the Oka kamikaze plane. After the war, he regretted the violence his inventions brought and sought to use his skill for peace. He then designed the body of the famous Shinkansen bullet trains, which have hold over 10 billion passengers without a single fatality. Oka kamikaze plane. I do wonder how you actually come to this position, you know, being like, wow, you know, I'm gonna design a fucking kamikaze plane. It's gonna be amazing. Well, the gender reveal party got everything burning. Prevent wildfires, use condoms. I don't get it, but anyway. Hey, I'm 19 and just out of high school. During high school, I was required to read a certain amount, but for the past year, I haven't read it all. I really like series and books like the Percy Jackson series, I Am Number 4, and The Unwanteds. I don't know what about Divergent. It's also a pretty good book series, I guess. I haven't read it, but I've watched the movies. At least I think 2 out of 3 or something. I don't actually remember. And then of course, what is it called? You know, I would also say The Hobbit. It might be a little bit too fantasy-ish, you know, for his or her taste. But definitely, what is it called? I just know Mockingbird, or what is it? The Tribute of Panem. At least this is the German title. I don't know if it's also Hunger Games. You know, the Hunger Games series with the movies and stuff, and there's also books. And I do think that the books probably are a bit better than the movies are, even though, I mean, the movies have been pretty good as well, I believe. But yeah. Okay, my buttons are not working anymore. This is also fine. Letting yourself feel your emotions sets you free. And yes, I do want to say so as well. And I do want to suggest so as well. Feel your emotions, and I do think it makes sense to not run away from them and kind of neglect to see them maybe as well. The mom test. Today I learned that the dog from the famous dog meme is still alive and well. Here her name is Kabosu and she's 14 years old. I see. Very, very interesting. It actually feels so tiring to talk. Well, not to talk, but maybe to communicate, and or maybe to record. Maybe it's that. I don't know. It's been also the same case yesterday as well, or the same thing yesterday as well. It is a fucked up thing, but I don't know. I seem to really be needing some proper rest. I don't know, even though I have really been thinking and or focusing on sleeping better and more and whatnot, but I don't know, like I actually haven't been able to sleep that well in the end. Anyway, we could all use a friend. Hey, you okay? Not really. I want to talk about it? Not really. And then they sit together and do nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to say that talking about things might not always be the best option, and might not always be the best thing you can be doing, because I don't know, you know, sometimes we just don't want to talk about things, and sometimes we just want to be in our heads and think through things, and maybe kind of figure things out on ourselves as well. Maybe there's some ego-ish thing associated to that, but I do believe that social bonds or just having somebody around you is always going to be a cool thing, and it's always going to be an amazing thing. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, just be there for the people, but don't expect them to always talk about whatever they have on their minds. And I don't know, sometimes just listening per se is a good thing, but sometimes just being there physically and just in theory also when they actually want to have something and want to talk about something is an amazing thing. Magic or science, which side are you? Believes in science, denies science, doesn't understand science, believes in magic. Well, I didn't see this COVID mask thing meme, the 4 COVID personality types spotted at the local grocery store, which is always something nice. So the beliefs in science is just having just the mask properly worn, or is wearing the mask properly. The denies science doesn't have even the mask. Then the doesn't understand science has the mask under the nose, and the beliefs in magic is having the mask on his or her chin. So yeah, I don't know. From pig to plate. Well, I don't want to ruin food for you, so I'm not gonna do that. What fruits are in season? I do wonder. Well, doesn't it always come up to where you're living, though? But anyway, it's a cool guide. Apples are in season from August to October, apparently. Then apricots, May till July. Apriums, I don't even know what this is, but May and June. Asian pears from August to November. Avocados all year round, and also bananas all year round. Even though I'm actually not quite sure. I mean, we can buy apples just all the time as well, but does this mean that it's their season? It's difficult to say. Blackberries from June to September. Blood oranges from January to March. I didn't know that. Blueberries June and July, and boysenberries May till July. Cantaloupes, yes, in summer, which is June to August or till August. And there is many other things. Oranges are also around all the time, apparently, as well as passion fruit and papayas. Strawberries are also just only not available quite or not in season throughout the winter, which is December till February. But we could also argue about these borders, of seasons, just because, I don't know, we are having just very cold weather in just March or whatever as well. It's not like just springish. Found this while doing some quarantine research. I thought it would do well to be seen here. First year growth, rainy season, dry season, scar from forest fire, spring, early summer growth, late summer, fall. Well, it's a tree and 3 circles, and it shows how things are working, when it comes to trees, I guess, or something. But yeah. A message for the COVID hoaxers. To all the COVID hoaxers, mask deniers, and general conspiracy theory nutcakes, a handy guide, please read carefully. When in the NHS have not placed our lives on the line for months on end just for you to start spouting your false, dangerous, and ignorant shit all over social media, shut the fuck up, mask the fuck up, and grow the fuck up. Well, I don't know. Of course, there's a lot of conspiracy theories, and there's always going to be some conspiracy theories, whatever it is all about. I'm not mad at the people at all. Like, I understand it. And, I do not necessarily want to say that I'm proud of them or some shit. But in the end, I don't care. I'm wearing my mask. I try to do things. And, why should I? This is actually an entry out of a pretty cool book that I that I've seen somewhere, just because I know the layout, because the layout was so unique and so, people might say it's good, people might say it's bad. I think I don't really like it since it's just so, stylish or so styled. Maybe it's this, I don't actually know. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe Guide. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Author Douglas Adams. Year published 1979. Original language English. And it is one of Elon Musk's favorite books, apparently. Don't panic. Arthur, an unassuming Brit, finds out his house will be demolished and so will his planet. Ford, an alien bib posing as an earthling, ferries him to space where mice explain that Earth was just an experiment to find the answer to the ultimate question, and the answer. 42nd. Well, Earth is destroyed to make way for a hyperspatial express route. Okay. The second one is Ford and Arthur are rescued by Vogan servants. The third, Ford and Arthur are jettisoned into space and retrieved by Seth's ship Heart of Gold. The fourth, Subthought, Trillian, Ford, Arthur, and Marvin head to Magrithia to loot it. The fifth, they learn the supercomputer's senseless answer to the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. And the sixth, which is the last one, the mice try to find the question to the answer from Arthur's brain. Themes: absurdity, point of view, and intelligence. Absurdity being life is just a series of impossible events with nonsensical answers. Point of view: even demolishing a planet can be amusing if looked at differently. And the third, which is intelligence: knowledge can't save humans from annihilation. Main characters: Ford Prefect, extraterrestrial researcher for a revised version of The Hitchhiker's Guide. Subthought Beeblebrox, party-going narcissistic president of the galaxy. Well, Trillian Tricia Macmillan, female biblical life form from England, Zathoth's girlfriend. Benji and Frankie, scientists and also mice. Arthur Dent, carbon-based male bipedal life from the England. Prostatnic Vegan yells, bureaucratic Vegan demolishes Earth, and the last one is Marvin, brilliant but chronically depressed robot. Yeah, and there's also like just some things like family and friends and romance and stuff. So Ford Perfect and Arthur Dent are friends, but Ford Perfect and Zathoth Beeblebrox seem to be family. Anyway, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy rank in 2011 NPR listener survey of most popular sci-fi novels of all time. Books and Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide series as sixth was written by Eoin Colfer. Asteroid named after Arthur Dent, a day in May on which people carry towels in celebration of Douglas Adams. Douglas Adams, who is the author, Adams not only satirized science fiction and wrote detective novels, but he also was a screenwriter for British TV programs such as Doctor Who and Monty Python. His Hitchhiker's Guide series gained a wide following with its humorous and earthy approach to science fiction. Deep Thoughts 42 represents the meaninglessness of asking unanswerable questions. 42, okay, Towel symbolizes preparedness and competency, and the Hitchhiker's Guide stands for the incomplete information one has when attempting space travel. So long and thanks for all the fish. The Dolphins, chapter 23. And yeah, with that being said, I'm also going to end the episode here, so I wish you the best health, happiness, and also success. And I also hope that you're going to remind yourself and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person and then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. And I'm very tired and well, I'm actually not tired, but I'm out of energy at all. I don't have any energy, any bit of energy. It is insane. It's tough, actually. It really is. And I also have to meditate, and I'm not very looking forward to it. Maybe it's helping me actually, but it is half an hour and I actually want to sleep. But anyway, and also do want to rest a bit actively. But yeah, myself of habits and all success, and also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna remember respecting me to legacy. Basically means just being a nice person and being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty cool thing. 3 other questions that I have you are, why are you here, what are trying to change, and what's bothering you the most? And the last one is, what could you essentially say to somebody else that is indeed gonna change their life? And with that being said, hopefully you're gonna see you the next time. Please take care of yourself, your family members and friends, and yeah, bye bye.